Alright, my top games this year, and this includes games that came out in other years, just what I played this year that I liked the most. Alright, so honorable mention goes to Final Fantasy X. I'm playing the HD version, which does look bad, as people have complained about. Like, the texture work is off, and like, yeah, there's some problems with the HD port. But this is my honorable mention. I'm playing through it with my dad, and we've enjoyed the game. And I don't know, I'm just glad I get to experience it. But moving on, here we go. Alright, number 7, Humanity. This is a puzzler kind of game. It was kind of short and sweet. It wasn't too short, it took a while. It wasn't too challenging, but it was like satisfying, and it was just a pleasant experience. And there's something really cerebral about kind of guiding like an endless stream of people around and making things turn out all right. There's something very cerebral about the concept that I like. Alright, number 6 is Valkyrie Profile Lenneth. This also seems like kind of a bad port, because I know that they made a mobile version of this that had HD art and like an HD font or something, and it like looked better and maybe had like skippable cutscenes or something. I don't know the full details, but basically this port, it's another lazy port. But the base game though, it's Valkyrie Profile, and it was kind of a bucket list game for me because I just wanted to go through it at some point. I got a little taste of it many years ago when my friend brought it over when I was like a young teenager or something like that. And I don't know, I really liked Lenneth saying like, "Come to me, my noble Aunt Harryar," or like "Dark Warriors battle awaits us," or whatever. Like the whole, like there's something kind of magical about the presentation of the game, and I got to play through it twice, once without knowing anything, and of course ending up with the B ending, and then once following a guide to get the best ending. I also liked the character Lizard Valeth. I thought that was interesting, and of course I like Lenneth as well. But I'm glad to have experienced it. I guess one thing I'll say though is the end game strategy with like auto item recovery and the seraphic gate was kind of like, it's kind of stupid. I thought I didn't like it, but it's a cool game. It was interesting to try to like figure out all these different systems of crafting and making sure that I am fulfilling my deeds. All right, number 5 goes to Hogwarts Legacy. Of course, big Harry Potter fan, and the world is so well realized, the castle and Hogsmeade and stuff, but I have some complaints about the game too. Like, it is kind of run around and collect stuff. It's not very deep. The combat is like serviceable. It's not bad, but it's like not amazing. And there's not so much school sim happening, so I don't know. You go to your class once, and then you just get like little assignments that you do, and there's only a few of them. And like the dueling club is over really quick, so you don't get to like redo that. But yeah, it looks beautiful. It's fun to wander around and see all the lore. Of course, I went through the books many times, so it was just nice to see all that. I guess I can complain about some of the trials. Like the first and second trial are so generic. But the one with the Deathly Hallows themed black and white storybook thing, that was really cool, and the Polyjuice plot was really cool. Yeah, I don't know. I thought Ranrock and the story was not very good, and there was just a lot of generic open world stuff happening, which was kind of tedious. But even so, I'm glad to experience it. I beat it twice. I 100%ed it once. And yeah. Oh, I guess I can also complain about some of like the HDR, like walking through a doorway and then like the screen will like flood in like foggy light or whatever. I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't look right. Anyway. All right, moving on. All right, so my number 4 game that I played this year was God of War Ragnarok. I wouldn't normally play this game, except it came bundled with the PlayStation 5, but it impressed me a lot. I didn't play the previous God of War, and I had never even played the original God of War games, but I thought Ragnarok was really impressive. I think Maybe because they got to build on the base of the previous game, they could have so many different enemies, and I don't know, it just flowed really well. It almost reminded, now this is a weird analogy, but it almost reminded me of like a modern Resident Evil 4. In terms of like how it felt to just like kind of start going through the game. It just like flowed really well. The only thing that didn't flow for me was the equipment screen, forging, and like picking, you know, runic upgrades and then like the handle on my axe or whatever. I didn't want to engage with the system that much, but combat's good. Traversal is it is what it is. It's not like supposed to be amazing in terms of traversal. I mean, like climbing across rocks on these like set linear paths isn't that interesting, but I thought some of the puzzles were good. I know people complained about your NPC companions like giving away some of the early puzzles, but I mean there were enough puzzles, and you know they weren't all given away. And I don't know, the combat's good, the graphics are insane, and it's also a technical achievement to have a game that is running so smoothly with such an incredible fidelity. In fact, I think the graphics are so good that my eyes actually strain a bit trying to parse the scene. And so I'm thinking that from a game sense, I don't even think I want graphics this good. I kind of want more simple polygonal like environments or something. Maybe. It's just it's almost like straining sometimes to look at it because it's so full of detail. But it is very smooth, and it's a technical achievement for sure. So much animation work and all the different finishers and everything. And the combat is good. I don't know, it's a good game. Oh, also, of course, a big shout out to the DLC, which is free and is also really good. I played through the DLC as well. Alright, number 3 has to go to Pokemon Showdown, Generation 9 VGC. The Pokemon Battle Simulator is, in my opinion, better than the actual Pokemon games themselves. I think it's nice to just be able to jump in and put your team together and battle real people, no friction. And so, you know, the Gen 9 VGC metagame, it's been evolving because of all the different regulations, rule sets that came out with different Pokemon being allowed. It's been fun to follow it. It's been fun to follow like Cybertron and Neo VGC YouTube channels and play and dabble, and I'm not that good at it, and I like to use the Pokemon I like to use, and I seem to just like hover around the 1200 ELO, which is pretty low. And I do get tilted when I play, you know, I get tilted, but to me it's the competitive game of the year for me, of 2023. Because I think Melty Blood was happening more last year, and this year I haven't been playing Smash really much, and I just think that Pokemon has been pretty good, and the community has been cool. I don't know, it's been good. Alright, number 2, Lightning Returns, Final Fantasy XIII, Lightning Returns. This game, I had to replay it this year because it made such an impact on me last year when I played it for the first time. It was probably my game of the year 2022. But yeah, there's just resonant themes, and the structure of the game is interesting, the time pressure, the story, and the battle system. All of it combines to make like a really special experience. Yeah. I don't have much more to say than that. It's just a special game to me. I ended up playing it on Steam again, and usually I don't like playing games on my PC, and it was a stuttering mess. I would really like to see a port of the whole trilogy to PlayStation 5, I guess. That would be really cool someday. If that happens, I'll platinum the game. I'm not going to platinum the Steam version, though, I think. But yeah, really special game. Glad I get to play through it again. Alright, now for the number 1 game of the year, Forspoken on the PlayStation 5. It's also on PC. This game filtered a lot of people because of the dialogue and the seemingly endless open-world, point-of-interest, generic combat encounter stuff. But it is an incredible game. It's also an incredible speedrun, especially on ultimate difficulty. Very hard. I don't even want to explain myself too much with this. I just think it's incredible. I put over 400 hours into it, and I've actually played it so much that my hands are in pain because I need to chill. But I'm eager to play it more later on. Yeah, I don't know. This isn't going to be a video where I break down all the cool aspects of the game. I just want to put my opinion out there. I don't think I need to justify it. But maybe someday I could talk more about the game in detail. Anyway, that's my top games of the year. Pretty much just wanted to make a quick video about it. And that's it, so thanks for listening.